Round 3. Need my orb, please.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the only thing that's like preventing me from getting this weapon is that dang orb.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, well, best of luck.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again.
May the odds ever be in your favor.
Yep.
Pray to RNGesus, whatever luck-based joke you want to make.
Starting off by getting some buffs.
Okay, grab that.
Looks useful.
That.
Through. Don't need more buffs.
Let's go!
Excuse me.
Not a problem!
Well, flash bug. So I got a flash bomb. Choice mushroom. Move through.
Ah, hello, Basil Goose.
Bagel juice.
There we
like,
go.
like when I was watching the rec yesterday, and then like, because when it started off with the Monster Hunter trailer for Sunbreak, and then they showed it up, and they showed off seeing basil juice. I was like, bagel juice. I was just floating my words and said that. I actually had no idea that people actually called it that.
It has a lot of nicknames. Bagel
There's a lot of
Juice,
nicknames.
Bagel Goose, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Like it just people call it whatever. It's kind of like the Benedict Cumberbatch of monsters in that regard.
God.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever, and everybody knows what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
More buffs. I gotta look for them somewhere. Lucky life found.
What the hell?
My sister did her first stream this week, and she found shortly into her stream, she ended up being told her mic was muted, and I was like, "Don't worry, it happens to every streamer."
Classic.
I was like, in terms of mistakes, that's you made a regular streamer mistake. That wasn't. Don't be too embarrassed.
Because like if there's a lesson to be learned, things are gonna be weird with streaming at first, but then things will eventually get better.
Yeah, but I mean, even now, sometimes I'm muted. In fact, that same day I did that. So.
Yeah. I think for me, like I have enough things in place where like it just I won't start muted unless like it's like a silly like mistake that I did.
like I like right when like I switched from Fall Guys to Monster Hunter, and like when I got back, I actually forgot to unmute for a second. But I caught on super quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's caught me a few times at the start of stream muted. I usually will realize on my own pretty quick, but like,
Yeah.
I always appreciate somebody pointing it out and not just letting it happen till I realize.
Yeah, like whenever I watch Hito streams, like sometimes that happens, and either I'm the one that tells them, or sometimes like the only other person that tells them right off the bat would be Sony.
All right.
Someone's very quick to point that out to people.
Yep.
And I appreciate it being pointed out.
It's like a big brother that just looks out for us.
Yeah.
Ah, there you guys are.
Alright, I'm here. Time to fight this big cat, whatever thingamajig.
Bomber cat. Hello, Beetlejuice. What are you doing here? Can you leave?
He's trying to find me.
If only Basil Juice could fight against a giant sandworm. I'm sure he hates sandworms. The Beetlejuice does.
I am not super familiar with Beetlejuice. Only kind of vaguely.
Yeah, I remember
Oh, wow.
watching a lot of the cartoons growing up, and also the movie. Like the movie, I enjoyed, but
I remember the movie a lot, but like the thing is, like it's been like so long since I last like watched, so a lot of like my memory is like hazy now.
Yeah, I can picture how he looked and that's about it.
like obviously in the cartoon, I remember from what I remember watching, they toned his character down a lot because
Yeah, the targeted age group I think was a little lower on that cartoon.
yeah,
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of, to this day, I'm kind of surprised they made a cartoon out of that.
they'll make the cartoon out of it. Back then.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was like if it was like modestly popular in some way, it got a cartoon. Like
Yeah.
Local Country got a cartoon.
Yeah, RoboCop had
Little Dragon
like two
did.
cartoons, and then there was also one for Rambo.
Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat got one. They'll make a cartoon of just about anything.
Disney used to do a lot of cartoons based on those shows back or movies back then. Now they don't do that much.
I'm surprised there wasn't a cartoon for Aliens. I figured that there would have been one. Because they made toys for Aliens to sell to kids, despite the fact that the Aliens movie franchise is rated R.
There was a Men in Black cartoon, right?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
And it was good.
I was like, I'm not imagining that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that totally happened.
yeah, because it was on Kids WB, and it was good.
I know I didn't watch it much. I wasn't into alien-based media much.
I really loved Men in Black actually.
Yeah, I love the first movie, so naturally the show was something I was gonna enjoy. Yeah, we just
I
brought that up there.
I saw the second one in theaters. That was one hell of a time.
Yeah, I've seen the second one in theaters, and like the first one I've seen on video, but the second and third ones I've seen in theaters. And the second one I wasn't the biggest fan of, but the third one was okay, better than two, but still kind of like not.
Okay, two was a lot more wacky than than one, which is true. But like I again, for me, it's a theater experience I remember the most. And honestly, I still have not watched the Men in Black 3.
Two had Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
It did.
Because like I think a lot of the time he was trying to branch out into like doing other stuff.
And also Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, I forgot Michael Jackson was in that.
I think one of the most obscure shows I can think of based on a movie was Napoleon Dynamite.
They did make it. They did make
Yeah,
it.
it had an animated show.
Yep.
It seemed pointless to me because the movie barely had a plot anyways.
You know what?
I really got Napoleon Dynamite. Like, I remember watching it, but like I never really truly got it.
You
Like,
wonder
much
what?
later.
You wonder what movie I was expecting to see have a show, even if it was like a show for primetime adults.
What?
I was thinking they were gonna make a show based off of Office Space.
That'd be interesting.
I've never seen the movie, but I am kind of curious about it. So I would like to watch it.
Pretty good.
'Cause it's the same guy that did that, worked on Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill.
Yeah, Mike Judge.
Mike Judge, yeah. And I do want to watch that Beavis and Butthead movie that's coming out.
Right, they are making that.
Yeah. It was funny how my mom let me actually watch Beavis and Butthead as a kid.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to.
But the big one for me was like when my mom let me and my brother watch South Park when it was new.
Wow.
I wasn't allowed to watch that either, but I didn't really want to. I like saw one episode somewhere and didn't really care about it.
It's one of
Hey,
those things where
I feel like I mostly learned about South Park through the games and also the first movie.
Yeah,
The year longer uncut.
Like, I've always-
I remember it ran a lot on TV.
my
From
mom
Star, right?
my mom took me and my brother to watch South Park in theaters. That was the first time I've ever actually seen a rated R movie in theaters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember my first rated R movie in theaters.
I think mine was next Friday. That was my first R-rated movie.
You wonder what could have been my first rated R movie, but ended up like my mom was like no.
Which one?
The first Bad Boys.
Oh, really? With
With Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Yeah, my mom was like no.
Oh, damn.
Like she would at the time she would let us watch because I was like 95 because she would be okay with like anything up to PG-13 but nothing R-rated. When I was like 8, no. R-rated movies were completely off limits.
I mean, for an 8-year-old, that's fair.
For an 8-year-old, yeah, like
I don't think I, as a parent, would let an 8-year-old child watch an R-rated movie.
But it wasn't just the fact that I was 8. Like my brother like just turned 6 around the time that movie came out. So
Wait,
yeah.
you guys got the tail off?
Did we?
Wait, did we cut the tail off?
I see a tail icon here.
Oh, maybe we did.
Yep. The tail's like over here by me.
Is that 10?
I just saw Sonic's trying to get out of the Basil Juice's way. That was funny.
Fast.
Okay, I see it.
There's a lot of rated R movies in theaters. It's mostly
Oh,
like
I must have gotten it and I haven't realized.
most movies I watch in theaters usually are PG-13.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
In terms of R-rated movies, how do you feel about the Hangover movies?
I've only seen the second one. I've never seen the first or anything after that.
That's weird to see
Wow.
the second and not the first.
Yeah, I was like, geez, like God, what a
Honestly,
Yeah,
the first was the best one.
Don't
yeah.
know.
The first one is
like,
the best one.
I don't know what led me to like. There,
The second one first.
if there was one movie I regret never watching and still haven't seen yet, it's Superbad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superbad's phenomenal.
We gotta make a
Really,
movie night for that.
really.
I want to see that with you guys. I've never seen Superbad, but I've heard my brother did see it with his then girlfriend at the time, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, The Hangover, the first one was pretty good. The second one, I kind of felt pushed the envelope a little too far a few times. And the third one's awful. The third one's absolute trash.
I'm trying to think of what other rated R movies I remember seeing in theaters. Fuck. There was this movie that Seth Rogen was in where he was a mall cop called Observe and Report. And it was not a good movie. And I've seen Funny People, which Seth Rogen was in with Adam Sandler. I thought that movie sucked.
I'm dead.
Oh,
And-
we cannot card again or we are in trouble.
Yeah, but yeah, Funny People suck. It was like a drama about comedy. How the fuck does that work?
In a weird way.
and it's like that movie in general. The thing is, Seth Rogen was a lot funnier in that movie than Adam Sandler was, and that's just a whole fucking lot. Funny People was so awful.
I don't know what else I really like. Sat down for like a Adam Sandler related movie. I think the last one I watched that was of his was like was Grown Ups. It was alright.
I don't even remember the last Adam Sandler movie I watched.
I have a confession to make.
Like,
I've seen Jack and Jill in theaters.
why?
Don't fucking ever watch that movie, ever. Don't fucking watch that movie.
Why'd you watch it in theaters? Like you should just wait for the DVD release or something.
I was curious. I wish I wasn't. That movie,
Sometimes things happen. Somebody wants to see a movie, you're like,
it's awful. It's one of the worst movies he's done.
Oh, my favorite Adam Sandler movie will always be Happy Gilmore.
yeah, that's the first Adam Sandler movie I've seen. And I think it was the first PG-13 movie I ever saw.
Oh, Happy Gilmore is great.
Happy Gilmore is fucking. Anytime I play golf, there's always like Happy Gilmore that jumps out in some way.
Yeah, Jack and Jill, like where Adam Sandler was playing as two characters, like a guy and his sister.
Pretty much tried to Eddie Murphy, but like did a really shitty job of it.
It's
You know
almost
what
dead.
You know what I thought was the last great Adam Sandler movie was?
But
I thought the last great movie that he did was 50 First Dates. With Drew Barrymore.
First Date's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
then again, I haven't seen it since it came out, so.
I honestly don't think he's as bad as some people imply. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't say like any of his recent movies been like amazing, but like I saw Pixels in theaters. Pixels was all right. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Like I didn't regret going to see it.
Some people feel that he just phones it in. That's it in.
Yo, I fucking hated Pixels so much when I watched it. I even watched it. I fucking pirated it though, I will admit. And I still felt like I got ripped off.
I didn't watch it. Like I like the concept. I wasn't fully interested in it.
Yeah,
Big Daddy was a great one. Sloth. Big Daddy, Little Nicky was really cool.
Oh, Little Nicky was great. Big Daddy was actually really good.
Like what was that other one? Billy Madison.
Oh, Billy Madison is a classic, but it doesn't hold up that well.
Oh god.
Because the problem with Billy Madison is that some jokes in that movie were just a little bit way too edgy, even for the mid-90s.
Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot like Little Nicky actually had like a fucking Game Boy Color game.
It did. Which was actually from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Because Ubisoft had a tendency to just like have a weird like catalog of licensed games, and they took a lot of the stuff they learned from making licensed games into making legit games like the Prince of Persia games, and then later Assassin's Creed and all that.
Alright, give me my fucking orb.
Please give Silver his orb. Give them
Yeah,
their
give
orb.
the orb.
Please.
I shall put this to good use.
Okay, I haven't heard Silver say they got an orb yet.
These 3 scales, like,
Mr. Deeds was a pretty decent movie though.
Mr. Deeds, I liked Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, when he was rich. Yeah, it was decent. Not the best, but certainly not the worst. I didn't really enjoy Click.
I actually really loved Click.
I thought Click was all right. It was another movie that I think got more hate than it deserved. I thought it was fine.
Like, I didn't enjoy it, but it's definitely not the worst that he's done.
No orb.
Nowhere near the best.
No orb.
God damn it.
Hey, I didn't get an orb this time either, so.
Alright, one more time, and hopefully
Also,
It's our last chance anyway.
also wasn't the biggest fan of Eight Crazy Nights.
I haven't seen that one.
Right. That was
I-
that was the one where it's about like Hanukkah, right?
Yeah, the Hanukkah one, yeah. Oh yeah, the Austin Powers games were on Game Boy Color. Yeah, from Rockstar.
I played the Spy Who Shagged Me because I was really into like Austin Powers at the time. I think to my sister.
Until next
I
time.
saw Goldmember in theaters with my dad. It was fucking hilarious.
Goldmember was the only one I've seen in theaters. I've
Yeah,
seen
'cause
the
that
other two
was-
on TV.
I've actually never seen the first. I don't remember seeing the first one. I remember seeing like clips of it, but I never seen the first one. I don't
Oh, the
remember. I don't
first one-
remember properly.
Oh, I enjoyed the first one,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how well like any of them have
They-
held up.
There's probably a lot that's like definitely doesn't hold up in
Yeah,
today's climate. I mean, being realistic, like comedy can age really poorly.
oh, it definitely can. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that I've like disavowed, you know, after going back to it. I'm like, well, that's like not really good.
But sometimes you don't even, in your memory, it wasn't that bad. And then you go back.
And then when I go back, I'm like, holy shit, this is awful. Like, man, that's the thing. Like, I'm like, I remember all this thing, and then I go back, and I'm like, oh my god, was I really like into this?
That's when we were young. We didn't.
You know, well, we know any better at the time. That was
Yeah.
the climate. That was just how it was at the time. I mean,
If anything, be glad that things have changed and we've all gotten more.
mature.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not the movies, it's us that like our tastes have changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I'll post it.
All right.
Which quest would
Red
you
and
like?
Hellfire.
Okay.
Oh, hey, this is a fitting way to spend the last stream of vanilla.
Vanilla Monster
Rise.
Rise with the actual title monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we took down the final monster that was added to the game, and then grinded the title monster,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
the mascot,
All right,
flagship.
I
That's the word I'm looking for. The flagship.
Mhm.
I'm working as fast as I can.
There we go. Let me just ready up Sunbreak. Oh, actually, before I ready up, let me actually go and check the Argosy and the Meowcenaries to see if anything has popped up. So there's only one more mission for Meowcenaries, and then that should be completed.
Nice. And that'll be after this mission.
Oh, look at all these! Look at all these god bugs. Oh, I just gotta finish. No, I still gotta let it go and let it finish it up.
Okay.
Let's see. Other movies in general, let's see. Like, what's some other movies that I've never seen that I haven't seen in a while? Let me see. I've never seen the Brady Bunch movie, which I heard was supposed to be just a parody of the original show.
Really?
Yeah. What else? Still gotta watch the Ace Ventura movies.
Those have not aged very well.
I saw Ace Ventura so long ago that I remember nothing about it other than he's a pet detective.
That,
Like-
the comedy that one has aged in a way. That's all I'll tell you right now.
So I
Fair.
know that
Yeah,
there, were-
In fact, I think I prefer the sequel to that one.
oh, Nature Calls. Yeah, the movie did not do that well in the box office. And that kind of put off Jim Carrey from making sequels, which is why
Yeah.
The Mask 2 was canceled, despite the fact that there was a contest for it for Nintendo Power, which I believe they gave him some game. I think they gave him some games like for the N64, and I think they got an N64 itself as a compensation.
Yeah, something like that.
Because the winner was supposed to be an extra in the movie.
We don't talk about Son of the Mask.
We
people.
do not talk about Son of the Mask. No.
Yeah, I won second place in one of the Nintendo Power magazines once.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
What type of
Nice.
contest?
Mario Kart Double Dash.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
nice.
I got 2 T-shirts, one with Mario, one with Luigi. That's all second place winners got both the T-shirts, and they said to give one to a friend, and I was like, I'll keep both. And I still
kinda-
have both.
Nice.
I kind of wish that I won at least one of those contests.
Yeah, no, it was something I am like, I'll probably never get rid of those shirts because it's just kind of cool to me because there was only 50 second place winners and that was the only way to get that shirt. So there's only 50 of each of those 2 shirts.
Yeah. Like how Nintendo was saying, "Hey, sharing is caring," and Chad's like, "Yeah, no."
I mean, I absolutely do not regret that because none of my friends from high school are currently friends. So
Right.
Well, in hindsight, you did the right thing.
No one was worthy of that shirt.
I don't think any of my friends would have really cared, to be honest. Anyway, so
Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah, like they'd be like,
like
Same
most of my
level of
friends in
thank
high school played PlayStation anyways. They didn't care about Mario Kart.
yeah, that's the unfortunate. It was during that era when PlayStation kids were like really coming into like their own.
And we also had, like, in my school, like, we had, like, different groups of people. Like, people who were, like, super into sports and all that were, like, heavily into PlayStation. But we also had kids in my school who trashed the GameCube so hard, but they felt that they were too edgy for PS2, so they would get an Xbox.
Yeah, we had that, and then we had one rich kid who decided everybody they were edgier than everybody and wouldn't do any of them, and instead they did the N-Gage. See how that worked out.
Ah, yes. When I think of edgy and counterculture, I think of the fucking N-Gage.
Yeah, he'd brag about that thing constantly.
Oh, the ashtray? Oh, God. It's a taco. It's a glorified taco phone.
I didn't have an N-Gage. I knew a friend who had one. It was all right. I don't thought it was cumbersome as hell. I had a freaking T-Mobile Sidekick, but that was about it.
It was, I mean, I guess it wasn't horrible, but it was kind of a subpar phone and a subpar gaming console. So,
no concepts like trying to like match those 2-1, but like it was too early. They were ahead of their time.
yeah.
There was this one kid in my class during my senior year of high school. He got a DS, and only 2 people were just watching him play Super Mario 64 DS. And then a couple months later, he ended up getting a PSP, and so many people were crowding around him.
God, the DS PSP like schism, like that was something, because I had a DS when I was in high school, primary school, and then like some people I knew had a PSP, and every single person I knew that had a PSP hacked it.
Yeah, like I didn't hear about the hacking scene for PSP until 2008.
I think PSP was like the first proper time where I like learned about like homebrew for like for systems.
Wii was first for me. I had homebrew channel.
The homebrew channel, right?
I
never did homebrew my Wii, but I knew people who did, or the local like arcade, which we called arcades, but like they were like game centers. They had their Wii's all like homebrew on it.
I absentmindedly sent my Wii with homebrew channel on it in for repair.
What did Nintendo do?
Deleted my homebrew channel and didn't say a word about it. I was like,
Of course they would.
well, I mean, I was honestly relieved with that outcome because afterwards I realized, oh, they could have been like, you voided your warranty or something. They could have charged me.
Could be worse too. But hey.
But no, it worked out because I just reinstalled it. It wasn't hard to reinstall, so.
Right. The process is not too hard at all.
And it's completely different response to when I sent my 3DS in for repair with a non-first party stylus, and they
Wait, a non-first party stylus?
Yeah, it was a third party stylus. They confiscated the stylus and sent me a warning saying that breaks my warranty, but they'd repair it, but if I did that again, that they wouldn't.
The stylus broke. The stylus was the offender.
Yeah, because it was a non-approved stylus that I had in 3DS
That's
slot.
stupid.
That's stupid.
I was like,
That is stupid.
what if I was a kid? What if I was a kid and that was my favorite stylus?
Do you know people like had like different styluses for the DS? Like they were like selling those things like same way how they had like all those plastic Wii accessories.
Yeah, and I mean, I had to get a replacement stylus because the stylus, they wear out and they don't stick in the thing.
Yeah, plus was it like the old like telescoping styluses? Or
It
like
might have
the,
been. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't
because
think it was. I think it was just a solid color plastic.
Okay. I remember like the old there were like a lot of like stylus designs that Pete and I had when Street Pass NYC was like around. Like there was like one where you could like fold it out and like make it into like a proper stylus. There were like a lot of like different designs that I remember.
Yeah,
using.
I know I had a telescopy one. I don't think that was one they confiscated, but I still was just like I'm a grown adult. I just saw it kind of petty. I could just buy another stylus, but like a kid could have been really like upsetting.
Yeah.
For like one of my friends had his Xbox 360 Red Wing for the first time about like a year and a half, 2 years after he got his 360.
Oh shit.
And then what happened was that he sent it in 4 times, and like the 4th time they just refused to repair it because like he sent it in so many times for them to repair it, and they just refused. And guess what? It turns out like they barely even repaired it as it is because like he still kept getting a lot of red rings on his console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50% failure rate on those things.
Yeah, my 360, I had to get 3 360s in one day because the first 2 I had to bring right back to the store because in the same day they red ringed.
Wow. Like they rushed the 360 to market to beat the PS3, and that was what happened in regards like that red ring of death.
Yeah, it wasn't even like at launch. It was a couple years after. But
360 red ring.
thankfully, my final one never red ringed.
I think that was the reason why I didn't bother getting a 360. Besides, because like I did Wii, but like the red ring of death kind of scared me off from like really purchasing one. So like I had family who like had Xboxes, or again, like I said, I go to the local game center to experience like Halo 3 or Gears of War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I literally never intended to get a 360. I got it because we had free 360 dev kits for my college for game design.
Oh yeah. My 360 red ring in 2009. Like we got it in 2007, around the time like when Halo 3 was new. And my 360 came with the second Forza Horizon, not Horizon, Forza Motorsport, and the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And it's like
Kind of going to slop like his 360 red ring, then they never switched console since.
Yep. When I got myself when the 360 red ring, my brother ended up trying to mod it, and it was not working. It died. So he ended up having to get a new 360, which is the Elite, which is not red ring ever. I still have the Elite.
Yeah, the Elites were all right. And then I remember they had that I wonder if that was the Elite or they called it like a different thing. They had the slimmer 360s that had the Ethernet built in and everything.
You know what's one thing I wish the Wii was able to do that every other Nintendo platform through it was able to do? Being able to transfer everything from one console to another, because let's say if I wanted to get myself a black Wii and then sell the white Wii,
there was no system transfer.
There was none. No, you would have to buy everything all over again.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't care about digital games.
Right. I mean, it was an early time though. Like, if I remember correctly, they didn't even have like any physical games were physical. You couldn't like get full retail.
And like and like games were like rarely patched on the Wii because like they didn't have the infrastructure for that.
Yeah, I remember Skyward Sword being a big deal.
Skyward Sword
patch.
Yeah, Skyward Sword had it, and for Metro Other M, you had to send the game over to Nintendo, and then like they would and then I think that's what they did because they didn't have because Other M actually had some sort of a game breaking glitch.
Oh, I guess I was lucky. I
never experienced it myself.
Yeah, I mean, I played through it the one time, 100% it, never went back. So.
And I just heard fireworks.
Ah, it is almost the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's coming up, which that day is going to be the Hills Day.
That day, I will be out of time.
Is it too early for fireworks? I remember like back in like 2020, people were doing fireworks in May. Every day.
Yeah, I don't think
it became a problem because like it was like annoying.
I don't think it's too early a week before. It's fine now, but like
my problem usually is just like the time of day because I'll hear this for like freaking 2 in the morning and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that too, because people have kids for one. Like
that crackly just
kids or like pets are gonna be like afraid of that shit.
Yeah, but near July, nobody gives a shit. Yeah, like for example, it's like a week, a couple of days before. By the way, we're getting close to being this thing. It's a few days before, so honestly, like at this point, it's whatever. The problem is that when there's a lot of fireworks, it tends to get very annoying. And I know that there are people who absolutely could not stand fireworks because, especially the majority of the people who cannot stand fireworks are neurodivergent because it actually gives them sensory issues, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't have that, but I don't like fireworks just because I don't like how loud they are. I'm fine with how they look, but if I'm close to them, they really they hurt my ears.
I did see a firework, like an actual fireworks show, like in like a neighborhood friend or college friend. Whoa!
And yeah,
I've never been but I've actually been to a fireworks show at one of my friends' neighborhoods back when like I was in my college days. I am never after that. I am never getting near fireworks in person ever again.
Yeah, no, I mean plenty of years I see fireworks with like family and stuff, but I do it because my family wants to see it. I actively have no interest in the fireworks. They're just kind of something I endure for like 20 minutes.
Because I was with many other college friends because we were at like one of their places just so that we could have a July 4th barbecue dinner, which was fun.
Goodbye.
And then after that, like we got to see a fireworks show. Which, don't get me wrong, fireworks can be cool when you watch, but
it can be extremely dangerous.
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous. I will never touch a firework in my life.
I mean, I actually kind of wish I took up the opportunity to, just because our family extended family used to get fireworks every year, and I was like one of the only cousins who was like afraid to, and I kind of wish I did just once just for the experience, but
it's not for me, to be honest. Like when it comes to doing the fireworks, other people do it, cool, but not for me.
It's nothing I would want to do probably more than once, because like I said, I don't like how loud they are. I think they look nice, and when I'm far enough away that they're not super loud, I'm fine with it.
Alright.
But I don't like very loud sounds. Call me an old man, I wouldn't do well at a rock concert nowadays.
Good job, guys.
Alright, let's see
That
what
was
we
some
got.
good stuff.
Nothing.
And Desire Sensor has spoken.
RNGesus has not blessed me.
Desire Sensor has said nay.